it's Annette, and welcome back to my Rug Cook and Talk show. Okay, so for those of you who are new, I just do a little Rug Cook and Talk show, and we just chit-chat about rug hooking and what I'm working on, and I share it with you. And it started out as for solo rug hookers, rug hookers who didn't have a place to go, and I was one of those, never was a part of a group, and so I decided to wonder if there were other rug hookers out there, and I found out there were. So after going on rughookingdaily.ning, I realized there are a lot of us solo rug hookers out there, and so my Rug Cooking Talk show was born. So welcome, and just grab yourself a nice hot cup of tea, or something cool, or something relaxing, or something energizing. The show is about 25 minutes or so, and I will show you what I'm working on. So let me put my tea down. I'm working on the welcome mat. I'm going to take it off to give you a good look, because I'm ready to I've just got a little spot left on here, but I can go ahead and change it up, the position of it. That's not a problem. Okay. There you go. I work on an Anderson frame, and I love it, and recently he has passed away, Mr. Anderson, but if you're lucky enough to find, I'm sure there are a few websites out there and rug hooking supply places that are still selling his wonderful frame. So if you're lucky, you might want to grab them up, because I don't know if they're going to be made anymore or produced, and it's a great frame. Okay, so let me just I'm trying to unbend it. So let me just share what I've been doing. I've been sick. Still might sound a little nasal, but I've been sick, and I've also been babysitting my granddaughter. So I've been quite busy with that, and getting the yard ready and cleaning up, and lots of birthdays and all that stuff. But so I did a little rug hooking. I hadn't gotten as much as I would have liked to have gotten done. It's curling up a little, as you know, but this should give you a little idea. Let me see if I can get it a little closer, so you can kind of see what's going on with the color. And there you go. Okay. So I'm very happy with the way it's coming out. Like I said in the last video, I think I would have gone with not as variegated with the blue. Maybe more, just not as much white in the variegation. Maybe blue to a lighter blue, but you know what? It's very pretty. And as soon as it's done, I'm sure it's going to look wonderful, and I'm going to be pleased with it. And it's all good. So I'm going to pop this back on. And I just wanted to share with you a few things that were going on. And I read a lot, and I know a lot of rug hookers or do read, or they listen to audiobooks. So I just wanted to share some of the latest stuff that I've been watching and doing. Like I said, I've been sick, so I've had a lot of downtime to kind of just rest and read some good fun things and stuff. So for those of you who don't get this, Fiber Art Now, it's a really cool magazine. It's all mixed media and textiles in here with fiber. So it's silk, it's anything you can think of. Give you just the colors, and the photos are wonderful. I'm going to shut this light off and see if that matters. There you go. It's just a really nice magazine that shares lots of stories. They have paper in here this time. A really cool article and some really cool work with using just paper. I don't know if it's newspaper or they printed it up or something, but it's really very, very interesting. They also share a lot of places to go and learn stuff, and then share what they're teaching, and that in itself is really interesting. Some are much more interesting than others, and you will find that out, but I just love it. It's just all about yarn and knitting and anything that has to do with fiber and dyeing. They're always dyeing something in here using some natural form of dye, indigo or something like that. So there you go. I'm going to leave these videos to the end. So I don't know if any of you have stumbled upon this really interesting website, and it's called the Daily Connoisseur, and it's Jennifer L. Scott is the blog lady for that. And she started with this book, I believe, Lessons from Madame Chic. She had traveled to Paris when she was a young girl and was just transformed in her outlook on a daily living and just a style of living. And she wrote a book about it. And it's quick reading. It's very interesting. It's fun. I'll just quickly show you like kind of just the format. It's a small little book. Quite a few pages, but very, very quick, interesting reading and great ideas. You know, she just talks about, you know, it speaks to me. I've always loved everything to do with the home and keeping it simple and keeping it organized and keeping it a place of comfort and joy and not a sense of chaos and gloom and doom to have to keep it clean. And, you know, I like to have it tidy most of the time as much as I could. And she speaks on that. This one is 20 Stylish Secrets I learned while living in Paris. Now, the stylish secrets, it's not pertaining to clothing. I mean, I think there's something in there with clothing, but most of it is just a style of living. So I just want to say, and if you want to look up her website, the Daily Connoisseur, she has a gazillion videos, too, on YouTube. So go ahead and look those up. And that I took out from the library. This one is a little bit a step further. This is her second book, and it is called At Home with Madame Chic. And this one deals just with being at home. And I started reading it, and again, another great book on just how to restylize your lifestyle at home, to simplify it and just make it work for you, and to love your home. And to look at your home maybe in a different light than what you've normally looked at it, and not as a chore, but as a place, like I said, of comfort, a place of security, a sense of peace, a place to really just rest and rejuvenate. I started to also, how I found out her was I looked up this new book that had come out, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo. I'm going to show you... there you go. It's the Japanese art of decluttering and organizing. And how I stumbled upon Jennifer's blog and website was because she did a review on this book. So it led me to her book, which was kind of interesting. And again, this is a small little book, just small in size. And again, I'm just starting this one, but again, it's jammed packed with all kinds of good information on, even down to the part of folding certain clothing items to keep them in your drawer so they're quickly visible and accessible, as opposed to probably the standard way of folding things is one right on top of another, and then unless you're just all in color coordination, you never really see what is there. Kind of almost like wool. You know, we pack our wool on top of each other and then we have to go look through each and every one. Well, there might be a better way to do that if it's either up on a shelf that's visible or roll them, and then you can see all your wool. Well, she does this with clothing and socks and t-shirts and, you know, anything that can be folded and keep it visible, and she's got some great ideas in there. So these 3 books are wonderful, and I recommend some fun reading for the summer. I like to break away from rug hooking books. You know, I love rug hooking books, but I mean, there's so many other great things to do. And you know, if you have hooked rugs and they're going in your home, then your home should present them wonderfully and beautifully and showcase them. And that doesn't get done if your house is not tidy or full of toys. So there's a way to contain everything. And I've got toys upstairs, believe me. So I keep them really organized and out of the way when my granddaughter's not here. So the house does have a nice feel, because nobody wants to come over and visit and there's stuff scattered all over the place. It's not a restful place to be. And I love food, I love health, so I do a lot of reading of all those different things. So recently I was sent a link, because I subscribe to all these health websites and interesting things, and Dr. Mercola and all that. And I received a link for Grounded, to watch a trailer. And Grounded, and then there's Grounded 2. I never knew about Grounded 2 until recently when I rewatched the link, and then I saw both. And so at the website for these two, www.crowshellfilms.com, or you can just look up Grounded, the movie, and it'll take you here. And this is really very interesting. This is about just the energy that comes from the earth and how we are all connected to that energy through electrical type of impulses, and how important it is for our body at some point to be connected to the earth by walking barefoot on a beach, walking barefoot and keeping your feet to the ground, and they call it grounding or earthing. And it's a story of this man and how this whole little town, of how they got much better, and their chronic conditions improved vastly to a place where it was quite amazing. And it's in the sleepy town of Haines, Alaska, whose many residents were crippled and pain-ridden, were suddenly and miraculously healed by following this ancient wisdom. And all they had to do was one thing: touch the earth. So this is a very amazing movie. I've seen it already twice. I can't watch it enough because every time I watch it, I kind of really, something else kind of speaks to me. And the Grounded 2 is, again, everything is interconnected. And Dr. Edgar Mitchell, Apollo 14 astronaut, and the sixth man to walk on the moon is in this, and he speaks and shares things that he knows about nature and just what the environment has been doing to us, and EMFs and environmental toxins and stuff like that, and how the earth is there to help us. And so these are two very amazing movies. If you get a chance to look those up, I don't think you will be disappointed with them. So that's basically what's going on. I've been working on my welcome mat, as I just showed you, so I'm getting a lot of it done now. I hadn't hooked for quite a while. I've been really, really sick and needed to really rest. So I took to the outside a day or two ago and started getting the yard in order and cleaning. And so now I'm ordering my daylilies. I'm simplifying my garden beds. I have 10, and I usually do a fresh start each year with vegetables and my flowers, my annuals. But this year I am going to do daylilies in 2 of the beds and rose bushes in the other 2 to simplify. So that leaves me 6 empty beds, and 2 are filled with strawberries and blueberries. So probably about 3 for vegetables, which is just enough for me. But they are beautiful to sit by. But again, it's simplifying and simplifying. So I had ordered the mug that I had shared with you. I think it was, I'm trying to think of exactly the words because I changed them a few times. But you know what? It'll be a surprise when it comes in. But the word hook is in on that mug. And these are handmade, beautiful mugs. I had gotten rid of all my mugs. Some were chipped and, just they were not being used. And I went through all the cupboards and cleaned them out and got rid of plates and bowls and just things that we weren't using. And I went to I'm trying to go to all white so that everything mixes and matches, and I don't have to constantly feel that this looks out of place because I only have 3 red mugs as opposed to 4 now. So everything's going white. And so that will make life easier for me. So the mug I ordered was white, and again I had a mug for tea and I had a mug for coffee, and I thought, so you know what, 1 mug for me for everything, and I'm going to be so excited to just have this simple white mug, but not all these other things going on. And I know it sounds like, oh my gosh, you're really like carrying on about this, but you know what, when you're the one taking care of it and cleaning it and maintaining it, simpler is better, and it leaves you more time to do maybe some rug hooking, maybe some gardening, something that's a little bit more fun, better than dusting and cleaning. So that's my little mantra for the next couple of months, is to keep clearing stuff out that I don't need. And it's amazing, I keep something and then I say to myself, if I don't use it in the next 60 days, if I do not touch it, it's going. And so that's what I've been doing with clothes and decorative items and knickknacks and curtains. I mean, you put that stuff away and it's like, I am probably not ever going to use it now. So that's what's been going on. So I've been keeping busy with that. And what else? So I think what's going to happen is I'm probably going to take a break after this rug is completed to get my garden in order, and then I will start back up videotaping when I get ready to do my next rug. So that is a total surprise. I have nothing in my head right now that I can think of. A few little things are floating around, but nothing really concrete yet. So it'll be interesting to see what direction I do with this. And so that's basically it. And I hope all of you out there are enjoying your rug hooking, enjoying spring that is coming, and maybe looking to take your rug hooking outside, take it into a different direction, try something new. If you've never tried a floral, spring is a really nice time to try something like that. Or just take it outside to hook if you've never done that. Find a little shady spot, or you know what's the best investment is a really good umbrella stand, very weighted, with a beautiful 6-foot, 7-foot umbrella, and you can put all your rug hooking stuff underneath that and sit somewhere nice in your backyard or a little small spot of a patio if you have that, and just make that your summer space for rug hooking or reading. And you'd be surprised how you look forward to that little 6 square feet of space that will be yours, and you will really enjoy it. So you know what, even if it's a little overcast or super sunny, you're in your little happy space, and you're rug hooking away, and you've got a little stack maybe of some rug hooking magazines or some old rug hooking books. Pull them back out. You'd be surprised how you kind of have a renewed interest in certain things. I never was into geometrics, and then all of a sudden there's been this resurgence of an interest in geometrics for me, only because I love color, and I thought how fun it would be to do that. What else? What else can I share with you? Oh, I do have something else. Okay, so I know you all know DeAnne Fitzpatrick, and I recently shared the Simply Modern book. And so she's got this really great website. She just redid it. And she has a lot of online video tutorials that you could purchase. So I did purchase one. I think I only paid like $9.99, and it's a basic how to hook rugs. It's really interesting. It's fun. It's, very, very basic. I think it's good for somebody who doesn't know how to rug hook. Would get a whole lot more out of it. I already know how to rug hook, so I just wanted to kind of see if there was anything interesting or new that she was doing in there. But for an hour, for $10, and I keep it on my laptop now. It's mine forever. It was a lot of fun to, if you have something, you could take it anywhere. If it's on your laptop, it's a download, so you could take it, if you're going someplace to visit, you can take it in your car. If you're waiting online to pick up the kids or something, you've got this nice rug hooking video to look at. So I know those of you who have your smartphones like I do, you can stream anything through YouTube and watch that too. But her tutorial is very thorough, and I think you would enjoy it if you are a new rug hooker. I think you would really like it. So now I got a link today telling me that she's doing the Wild with Wool again, and now it's going to be a permanent download to whoever purchases it. It's a little pricey. It's $99. Not sure how many hours of videos are on there. I think I would look into that maybe before, but it looks like a really interesting download. So again, if you want to take your rug hooking to the next level, that might be something to look into. If you're not taking lessons somewhere, then $99 is probably a good fair amount to have something of a tutorial to teach you something new. So you know what? She teaches very well on the tutorial that I had downloaded, so I'm sure there are others out there who can attest to how nice her videos are, and if they were useful. And if you're just looking for a new method to rug hook, her style's a little different than most. So if you like that kind of style of rug hooking, then maybe this would be able to help you bridge your style with hers and kind of come up with a happy medium of where you would like to take your rug hooking. So that's about it. So if anybody out there does do the wild with wool and has seen it, please drop me a comment and I will share on my blog about that. And you're also sharing and helping other people who might not know much about DeAnne Fitzpatrick if they're new to rug hooking. And so just go and check out her website and you can see. And also her book. I'm just going to plug it one more time. Okay, there you go. That's DeAnne's. So go ahead, and if you like her style of hooking and you've taken her courses aside from the one that I've taken, let us know. Let us know what you like about them. Let us know the name of them and what you thought about them, and help out another fellow rug hooker, maybe try something new and learn something new. And so I just want to say thanks for sticking with me. It's been a rough 10 days here. I'm still not quite back to normal, but I think I will be within the next day or two. I should be totally back to normal. So this has been fun, and I'm glad I was able to shoot a show today. So I feel a little disconnected. So for those of you who are new to the show, you can go to rughookingdaily.ning and become a member. We have a little group there. And for those of you who have been coming back and watching my videos, thank you so much. And I appreciate all the lovely comments you give me, and I'm glad you like my chit chat. So I'm going to continue to do that for you. And hopefully next time I see you, maybe I'll have a completed rug. But if not, that's okay. I'll bring you something new, I'm sure. So let's keep in touch, and I hope to see you soon. So stay well and happy hooking.